How's it going, guys? This is the Big E, and I am bringing you episode 10 of my career. Today we are facing the Oklahoma City Thunder, as you can see, and today we're going to be talking about Kevin Durant and his probability for the Hall of Fame, how many titles he's going to get, his compatibility on the court with Russell Westbrook, and many other factors towards his career in Oklahoma City. Obviously, he's had a pretty impressive career so far. He's already won 3 scoring titles, multiple All-Star, first-team All-NBA a few times as well. Hall of Fame-wise, obviously, if he keeps at this pace, he'll be in the Hall of Fame without a doubt, especially with all the accolades he's getting, like the scoring titles, the All-Stars. He's been in the Olympics, participated with the Olympic team a few times in the summer, and I'm sure he'll be on many, many more summer teams for the USA. This year he's on pace to get his 4th scoring title already. He's clearly leading the league in scoring. He's currently 36 games straight with, I believe 25 or 30 points, something crazy like that. So obviously he's on a quick pace to get the scoring title, and you can tell he wants it because a lot of times you'll see him attack the basket first and do nothing but want to score, but that just shows his, will to win, basically. When it comes to scoring records, they said on SportsCenter a few weeks ago that he's on pace to break the scoring record. Could be one of the first players ever to get, close to 40,000 points, or even closer to 40,000 points than anyone. Obviously, if he keeps at the pace like he is this year and most other years, he'll get close to that. I'm sure he'll get over 30,000 points for his career. That wouldn't be surprising to anyone, including Oklahoma City Thunder fans. And as for the MVP this season, I think he's the clear-cut MVP of the league this year, especially with how much the Heat have been struggling, and LeBron not so much personally struggling, but of course the Heat overall as a team have been struggling. They did win the other night, but before that point they lost 7 of 11, so that takes away from his race for the MVP, as well as Eric Spoelstra's race for Coach of the Year again. I'm surprised Spoelstra hasn't gotten Coach of the Year more, especially last year when they went on that 27-game win streak. But it is understandable because Miami's been so dominant lately in the league. LeBron obviously winning MVPs, them obviously winning titles and going to the finals many, many times in a row now. On pace, on track for possibly a 4th straight finals appearance, which is just amazing. It speaks to their ability as a team, even through injuries of Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in the offseason. Postseason against the Pacers a year ago or 2 years ago. Obviously, it seems they'll stay together. And for Durant, that isn't very good news because obviously he wants titles, and of course it's hard to do it when you have to go against a team such as Miami Heat with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, and of course adding Ray Allen last year, hitting that huge shot in Game 6. Iconic moment for the Heat as a franchise, obviously, because if he didn't make that, the Heat probably wouldn't be nearly the same team they are today. They probably would have traded quite a few players, maybe even Bosh. Obviously, I don't think they would have traded Wade because of everything he's done for the franchise, but obviously, overall, it wouldn't be the same team it is. But when it comes to him actually winning titles, I believe it'll be a few years before they are the clear-cut favorite, I should say, to win the title. Obviously, until the Heat age. Once the Heat age a bit and break up eventually, I think another 3-4 years maybe even 2, depending on how healthy they are. I believe the Thunder and Pacers will then dominate the league in the sense of getting to the finals every year and being some of the clear-cut favorites to go to the finals or win the championship altogether. But of course, Durant, you can just tell by the way he plays, he can't wait for that moment when he gets a real shot at a title every year. Obviously, he just wants to win more than anything, and that's pretty apparent in the way he plays, as well as the way he talks about it in all of his interviews, especially his All-Star interview this year. And same with LeBron James about his All-Star interview this year. You could tell more than anything he still just wants to win, and he wants to continue the dominance in South Beach. So I don't think he'll be leaving South Beach anytime soon. When it comes to Russell Westbrook, Durant, obviously, that Westbrook has been criticized at times for taking more shots than Durant, especially down the stretch. But obviously, they're still an insanely successful team. They got to the finals the other year against Miami, and I'm sure they'll get back there. Maybe even this year, because if Westbrook gets back healthy, they didn't get to the finals last year because Westbrook was out during the playoffs because of Patrick Beverly running into him. I believe if he wouldn't have done that, I believe the Thunder would have gotten to the finals the second straight year. And if Westbrook is truly healthy again this year, I'm sure they'll get right back to the ways of getting to the finals, and they probably will for the long time coming, them and the Clippers, especially once the Spurs get older and older. But overall, the NBA, it's been a pretty exciting year in the NBA. It's been really surprising, especially in the sense of how successful or unsuccessful the Eastern Conference has been as a whole. Yeah, the Wizards and the Pistons have gotten a little better. The Pistons have been a bit of a disappointment, especially the Knicks alongside that. The Nets have been a little bit of a disappointment, especially at the beginning of the year. They had a really slow start. The Western Conference, strong as always. Blake Griffin is really making his case to be one of the best players in the league with the addition of his jump shot now. But for now, that is it for episode 10 of my career on NBA 2K14 for the Xbox One. So for now, leave a like and feel free to subscribe to my page for more videos.